Epic evening, everybody. Epic evening. I hope everybody is having a wonderful night. Make sure you invite and share this video. Okay, Dory. So make sure you share and invite. Invite your friends, invite your family, invite everybody that you know is looking to make some serious changes in their health. I'm going to be having a special guest on here tonight, a very special keynote speaker, and you definitely, trust me, you want to get people on this live. Get people on this live, invite like crazy, go down your list, hit that button, share. I promise you, you will not be sorry. Now I'm going to I want to say hello to everybody that's on here. Hey, Michael. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Pamela. Yolanda. Hey, Noel. Welcome to the live. This person that I'm going to invite, oh man, she's family. She's pretty much like family. She's my success partner. She's one person that has added to my life to no end. I mean, constantly. We've been through some things together. So I know a bit of her story, and it just holds a special place in my heart because I was there to participate in some of it. And she is winning in total life changes, winning with this 30-33. You thought you knew. You thought you had an idea, but I'm going to be inviting her to the live, and she's going to share. Just be ready to be blown away. Get some paper, notes if you're that type of person. Because trust me, she drops nuggets. Heavy. So I'm going to invite her to the live.
Hey, you putting some pressure on me there, brother.
Hey, this is Dory Ray from the Philadelphia market, you guys. Listen, Dory, just go ahead and take the floor. I'm just exploding with excitement right now. Just go ahead, take it away.
Jason Jones. What can I say about you, brother? I'm going to save my commentary for later because I have so much to say about you and what you've done in your life, the commitment that you've made to your life over the last year. You have been an inspiration not only to me, but to so many people around the world, not just in Philadelphia. Looking at you now, I already told you the Cougars is coming for you, right? So you you know you better get it together. But anyway, good evening, everybody. Good evening. I'm excited this evening. I have not been this excited in a long time because I know that what I'm going to share with you tonight, even if it's just one person, somebody's life is going to change tonight. I promise you that if the right person is on the line tonight, and I just want to say hello, I see a lot of my business partners joining the line. I see some of my friends joining the line. I see Jason's friends joining the line. I implore you to share this live right now because we're about to drop some information that is going to be life-changing, okay? First and foremost, like Jason said, we're going to get right into the meat and potatoes because we tend to go a little long. We get excited. We want to keep you maybe 20, 25 minutes tops. But we're going to share some information with you tonight. It's just going to be incredible. So let me get right to it. My name is Dory Ray. I am a regional director with this incredible company, Total Life Changes. I'm telling you, I don't know what Mr. Jack Fallon was thinking when he named this company, but he hit that nail right on the head because myself and many other people who I know, people who I like, people who I love and trust are having a total life change because of what's going on with this company, okay? I think the best place for me to start, and Jay, let me ask you, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, very clear.
Okay, the best place for me to start is to tell you a little bit about myself because people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I think that you need to know that this business is about ordinary people like Jason, like myself, who have gotten, because of Mr. Jack Fallon, I'm going to tell you about him in just a little bit, who have an opportunity to live an extraordinary life. I'm telling you, I am blown away every time I think of where I'm sitting today, okay? Let me give you some background. I am a girl from the hood. who just wanted to do good. I mean, Jason knows we're from the same neighborhood. We're from the same location. We're from West Oak Lane in Philadelphia. If you're familiar with Philadelphia, we come from right up West Oak Lane. I mean, it wasn't the worst hood, but it was our hood, okay? And I was that girl. I'm 53 years old. I was that girl who came from the generation where you kind of did what your parents told you to do. I don't know if we still have those kind of children, but we're praying for them anyway. But my parents told me, if you want to get ahead in life, what you want to do is go to school, get a good education. If you're fortunate, parlay that into higher education. If you are blessed, you're going to come out of that education. You're going to get what's called a good job. How many people heard that story? Go get your education, get a higher education if you're ready, then get a good job. And then we were taught that that job was going to take care of us for the next 40 to 50 years. And then we were going to retire. And then we're going to go off into the wild blue yonder and live this incredible life. If y'all still believe in that, I kind of feel sorry for you. But I did believe that. That's what my parents told me. So I was the kid who did what I was told for the most part. I went to school. I graduated from the Philadelphia High School for Girls. If you're from Philadelphia, at that time, it was the top high school in the city. And I don't care if you're from Central. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. We were the top high school in the city. I graduated from there. I went on to receive my Bachelor of Business Administration from Howard University. I got that over 30 years ago. I was very fortunate. When I came out of college, I floundered around for a little while like most people do, and then I landed the perfect job, the job that everybody wanted. I was a pharmaceutical sales rep. I was the person who went into your doctor's office and taught them how to use the medicine that they prescribed to you. That's the reason why I'm scared of doctors to this day. They were trusting me to give them the information. Nonetheless, I was earning a six-figure salary at a very early age. I became a mother. I bought my home. I was rolling. From the outside looking in, you could not tell that everything was not hunky-dory. And I'm not putting a play on words. I used to hate when people say hunky-dory. I'm like, what's that about? You know what I'm saying? But everything from the outside looking in was perfect. I had the great job. I was driving company cars. So my neighbors probably thought I was selling something because I was having a new car every 2 years because the pharmaceutical sales reps got new cars. I was making good money. My kids were nice and shiny. Back then, this was pre-HIPAA, so I was taking my kids to all kind of shows. And I mean, we looked like we were living large, okay? But what they did not know, excuse me for 1 second. Tracy, can you come here and take my glasses off my face and clean my glasses? I can't see anything. See, I'm just a girl from the hood who's trying to do good, okay? Now, what they did not know is that on the inside of my house, there were some things going on that they couldn't understand. Let me ask you a question. Do any of y'all have two guys who were waiting on your couch every time you come home? One named Peter, one named Paul? If you don't know Peter and Paul, we may not be from the same hood. You ever heard that term, you rob Peter to pay Paul? I was robbing Peter to pay Paul because regardless of the fact that I was making a six-figure salary, I didn't have good spending habits. I didn't take my father's habits. I inherited my mother's habits. My mother was a QVC queen. I mean, some of the worst arguments that my parents had was because of the boxes. Thank you, sister. Because of the boxes that came. I know, Khadijah, Peter and Paul got beat up in my house. They just didn't stand a chance. At one time, I walked in and both of them was hugging each other, trying to give each other some kind of condolences because I was tearing them both to pieces because I was just spending money hand over foot. And what happened is, I didn't understand because at that time, even having graduated from Howard University, being a girl from the hood, I did my due in the streets. I graduated from Girls High. I was pretty smart, but I didn't know that wealthy people didn't trade hours for dollars. So every time I spent that money, I had to go back out and make some more. But what happened is I was rolling along. I was making it look real good because I was getting good money. I was getting it every 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I got sick. Okay? Now I'm going to tell you something. I don't want anybody getting sad on here because the story is going to get better at the end. But all of a sudden, here was this young professional woman, a young mother. I was homeschool association parent. I was everything in my neighborhood. And all of a sudden, I couldn't get out the bed. All of a sudden, hey, Cordell, I couldn't get out the bed. I couldn't lift my head. I was crying unnecessarily for no reason. Everything was going good. I was sad. I was hopeless. And I finally dragged myself to the doctor. And lo and behold, they diagnosed me with major depression. I'm telling you, it threw me for a loop. I'm telling you, that same corporate America who I went out every day, rain, snow, sleet, and hell, who I sacrificed being with my children, who I traveled to different cities and different places to take care of their business after I was sick for a certain amount of time. You know what they said to me? How much longer are you going to be sick? Because we only got a certain amount of time that we can take care of you. So that company, those pharmaceutical companies, those big companies that I thought was going to take care of me for the rest of my life, said, no, no, no. We only need you when you're good for us. Anybody, if you can relate to that, tell me I can relate. Type I can relate to that, or give me a thumbs up. They didn't want anything to do with me once I started to be a liability. But here's what they didn't know. See, my depression came and went, and I struggled with this for several years, but it came and it went. It came and it went, and it got to a point where I was doing okay again. And in that season, I received a phone call. I received a phone call from my cousins, Pam and Vernon. I always give them credit because without them, I would have never heard about this industry. They said, Dory, are you looking for a way to make some extra money? Now, I told you I had killed Peter and Paul. They both laying in my house waiting for funeral arrangements, right? So both of them dead, living in the house. Here I am looking for a way to make extra money. I wasn't, getting the money like I was before because I'm having this continuous illness, okay? So now I'm saying, yes, I'm looking for a way to make some money. And they introduced me to the industry of network marketing. My God. Now, I'm going to tell you, I am a proud network marketer today, but I wasn't always like that because our industry has somewhat of a stigma attached to it. My friends, my corporate friends, my Howard University friends, my doctor lawyer friends always used to think it was one of those things. How many people know that they thought it was one of those things? So I wasn't always proud to be a network marketer, but something about this made sense to me. I learned that wealthy people did not trade hours for dollars. Wealthy people learned how to do something one time and get paid for that one-time effort over and over and over again without having to repeat that thing. That's called residual income. That's that Michael Jackson money that it goes beyond your grave. When you die, people are trying to find out who's going to get the money that's going to be generated after your death. That's what wealthy people generate. And then my girlfriend Oprah told me that if you learn how to help other people get what they want, she's my good girlfriend. Don't be jealous because I know Oprah. But they said if you help other people get what they want, by default, you're going to get what you want. Look at Oprah. Oprah was successful. She had developed a platform where she was making millions of dollars. And then she had an idea. She said, if I teach Dr. Phil, Rachel Ray, Dr. Oz, Susie Orman, Nate Burgess, if I teach all of them to do what I said, what I do, and then put them on my platform, and all they have to do is every time they make $1, just give me back a dime. You know what that did for Oprah? It allowed her to retire her TV show after 25 years and go on to do some of the most incredible things that she's ever done in her life. That's called passive income, where you make money even when you don't put your hand to the plow. A very famous man said, I would rather make 1% of 100 people's efforts than to be 100% responsible for myself. That's what happened to me. I was a single parent with a 6-figure job. I got sick and all hell broke loose. Excuse my French. I'm sorry, Jason. But that's what happened, okay? So I got involved in network marketing, and I got involved. My first company was Amway. Anybody know about Amway? Just say draw circles. I drew circles all over the city, baby. I was an Amway queen. I loved it. I loved the people. I loved the mindset. I still was uncomfortable telling my friends I was a network marketer, but I loved it. I couldn't help it. I left Amway after a while, and I went to another company, but I was in love with the industry. I wasn't making a lot of money, but I fell in love with the process. Finally, about 10 years ago, I landed in the health and wellness industry with a company that served me well for about 9 years. I was very excited. I became a 6-figure earner in that company. I'm telling you, I thought I had hit the jackpot. And then all of a sudden, I kind of lost the passion for that company. Some things were happening that didn't line up with my spirit. And so I started looking. And like you, I received a phone call. Have you heard about this company, Total Life Changes? Man, when I tell you that phone call changed my life. I snuck into a meeting one day. I didn't tell anybody I was going. And when my sister said, like my sister, I did. I left everybody because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And I had a presence over at my other company. So I had some people who I cared a lot about, because you make a lot of good relationships in network marketing. So I had to make sure I was doing the right thing. So I snuck into this meeting and I met a young girl named Benita McLean, who kind of shut me down at the door. I tried to get real funky with her and said, well, how much money are you making? I'm not going to make any financial claims. But when she told me what she was making, I sat down and I listened. Okay, we're going to leave it right there. But when I found out in that room that night was this company that was started by this incredible visionary by the name of Mr. Jack Fallon. Now, a little bit about Mr. Fallon that I learned after reading our incredible Momentum magazine. Mr. Fallon comes from a middle-class background. He worked for Ford Motor Company, so he wanted to develop an atmosphere where average, ordinary people can position themselves to do extraordinary things. He also wanted to bring products to the market that were healthy and safe and that offered immediate gratification. And that's how Total Life Changes came about. He started this little company in his basement with one product that we're going to talk to you about tonight. And 16 years later, we are a $100 million debt-free company doing business all over the world. We just launched in South Africa. I'm very proud to say we have personal partners in South Africa. We just had people come back from France. We ship to 150 countries. We are on our way to becoming a debt-free $250 million company. And what the most beautiful thing is about it is people like myself, people like my friend Jason, and many of my friends who are on the line tonight are given an opportunity to participate in what I believe is going to be the largest transference of wealth in our history. Somebody say wealth transfer down there. So let me tell you what's happening with Total Life Changes. I don't want to talk about the compensation plan tonight because we want to stay focused on something. But I'm not going to tell you that we get paid 5 ways. 4 of them are weekly. I ain't even going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you that when we get signed up, we get a free website. And every time somebody purchases something off my website, I get a 50% bonus. I ain't going to tell you about that. I'm not even going to tell you that when I bring a new partner on board like Jason Jones and they get started, whatever package they start on, they give me 50% of that. It's called 50-50. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about the binary compensation plan that pays you anywhere between 10 to 25% of your entire team. At one point, at the highest point, my team was over 1,200 people. Can you imagine getting paid 25% of 1,200 people's efforts? I felt like Oprah. Most of those people I didn't even know. They were in different cities, different states, different countries. I don't want to talk about that, though. I don't want to talk about the fact that when I became a director in this company, the company gave me something called check match. Lord have mercy. I had been in the industry for 20 years, and I never heard of check match. What they said was, Dory, if you sponsor Jason and you're a director, whatever he makes in his binary, that 10 to 25%, oh, I don't want to talk. Should we talk about it, Jason?
Just give him a minute. Give him a little bit. Give him a little.
That 10 to 25% on a weekly basis, whatever he gets, I'm going to give you 50%. I said, you got to be kidding. I told my team at the time, and this is the honest to God truth, people who were with me know, I said, do it now because somebody made a mistake. They made a mistake. They paying us too much. Mr. Fallon gonna wake up and realize that this is not good. He's gonna go broke doing this, but he's still doing it. And not as I'm gonna tell you one more thing. I didn't want to tell y'all this, but if Jason sponsors somebody, they give me anywhere from 10 to 50% of people's checks that I didn't sponsor. But we don't want to talk about that tonight. Tonight we want to focus on the products. Okay. When Mr. Fallon started this company, he made sure that he selected industries that were fast-growing, multi-billion-dollar industries where people were making an impact, okay? We're in the coffee industry. Now, I know some of us just drink coffee and just never think about the fact that it's the second most widely consumed beverage on the planet next to water, and only because you need water to make coffee. They don't talk about the fact that it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're in that industry. We have healthy products in that industry. We're in the weight loss industry. 7 out of 10 people in any room you walk into are looking for a way to lose weight. And let me tell you something. Right now, this time of year, it's November 1st. Can y'all believe it's November 1st? I mean, really, it is November 1st. Within 2 months, all of your friends, your family members, everybody is going to be saying the good old New Year's resolution. And what's top of the list for the resolution? I want to lose weight, I want to make some money, and I want to get closer to God. By March, they eating salt and vinegar potato chips, they smoking cigarettes again, they ain't been to church in 2 months, and they still broke. because they don't keep the resolutions. But we got an answer for that tonight, okay? I'm going to tell you about an industry that we're involved in, the health and beauty industry. We're just kind of tipping the edge here. We just partnered with a company called Nucerity, and I don't know everything yet because I'm doing my research, but what I do understand is that we're about to take over the skincare, health and beauty industry. I have a daughter who is a licensed cosmetologist. I'm telling you, those children spend more money on health and beauty stuff than they do on anything else. I'm telling you, this new generation is the vainest generation we know, and they want healthy products too, okay? We're in the sexual enhancement industry. You know, if you're like me, I'm 53 years old. You know, I'm in this premenopausal phase, and guys my age may be experiencing a little slowdown. We got something for you, brothers. We got something healthy for you so you can step away from the Viagras and the Cialis that we know are causing problems. We got something for you. We got healthy alternatives. My friend Terry Puckett in Camden is selling our strike like it's going out of business. I'm telling you, this thing is crazy. I don't want to focus on the industries, though. I'm going to ask you to get back to the person who invited you to the line and ask them to tell you about the Chaga and the Gano and all the other products. We actually have 50 products in our armor right now. On our back office, if you go to Jason's website, you can order one of 50 products, okay? We got so much stuff back there to help you that it's too much to talk about in a 20 to 25-minute phone call. But what I do want to focus on tonight, and I want you to pay very close attention, we have just implemented a system. Now, this is Dory Ray speaking. I don't make any income claims, nor do I make any medical claims, but this is my personal opinion. What we're about to launch here at Total Life Change is called the 30-33 program, is one, the next best thing to sliced bread, okay? And I believe that it is going to be a household name just like Weight Watchers. I really do. I believe that when people understand how important it is to work out for 30 minutes a day, and if they do that 30 days consecutively, and they use these 3 power products that I'm going to tell you about tonight, you're going to see some miracles begin to happen in people's lives. Jason just put his website there. If you're invited by Jason tonight, I want you to go to his website when we finish, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So let's talk about 30-33. I want to tell y'all something. Yesterday I went to the doctors to have my annual appointment. I'm just encouraging the ladies, take care of yourself. See, when I was depressed, I didn't take care of myself. So I'm playing catch up, trying to get all my tests done, colonoscopy, all the other tests done. But let me tell you something. I was in the waiting room, and I picked up an article in WebMD. It caught my attention because Kevin Hart was on the cover. And everybody knows Kevin Hart's into this big old fitness craze now. He just got a big old contract with somebody. And guess what they said in that article? The medical professionals say that less than 5% of people work out 30 minutes a day, and that they recommend, the medical community recommends for your cardio health that you work out at least 30 minutes a day. Now, I want y'all to do the numbers. Less than 5% are doing it, and the medical community is recommending it. What that means, we got 95% of the people we can go after, and I don't know what the numbers look like, but I know there's enough opportunity out there for me, you, and tens of thousands of people, because we are putting a message out there that is strong. It's called 30-33. I don't care if you're fat, skinny, large, small, I don't care what you are. You need to work out for 30 minutes a day. I have incorporated that in my life, and I am brand new. I tell you, I can outrun my children. My cat is not in the movies tonight. Did y'all notice that? I can outrun my children. I can outlast them. I am on fire because I feel good, because I work out 30 minutes every day. I have done it now almost 30 days consecutively. I was doing it off and on, but I made a decision. I'm going in with both feet. So I go every day. I mean, I had to work earlier today. I came home and worked out. I couldn't believe myself. I pat myself on the back, Jason. I was like, you go ahead, Dory, right? And then we take these 3 products. Jay, you got the products handy? Or do I need to show them?
No,
Jason.
I don't have them handy.
I think
No, I don't have them handy.
All right, here we go. Look at that. The first product is the IASOT. Okay, let me tell you something. This IASOT is a game changer. Somebody type game changer in there. This IASOT is a healthy blend of 9 herbs. It's 100% organic, all natural. And when these herbs come together, only you have to ask God why. They cause a gentle cleanse and detox. It rids your body of all the parasites. It rids your body of all of the toxins. It will cleanse your upper and lower intestines. I'm telling you, most people who do the detox alone lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Not because it's a weight loss, but because we're carrying around all this unnecessary stuff, okay? So the first product in the 3 of the 30-33 is the detox. You got to detox. Hey, Tracy, can you get me some NutriBurst out the refrigerator? That's my sister. That's my homie. I gotta say nice things about her. She's not gonna get the NutriBurst, okay? So the next product is called NutriBurst. So now we talked about detox, taking the bad stuff out. But sometimes some of the good stuff might slide out with it. So you want to make sure you put a good vitamin on board. Now, unfortunately, I got to give you some bad news. Most of you are thank you, sister. Most of you are taking vitamins from the store that are only 25 to 30% absorbed, and you're losing money. It's coming back out in your urine. You can smell it. You can see it. You're trying to do the right thing, but they're doing you injustice. But if you put this in your diet, look at that. That's NutriBurst, baby. This NutriBurst is a liquid vitamin. That means it is 98% absorbed, okay? 98% absorbed. It's going directly into your bloodstream, okay? So you're getting the energy that you're not getting from your food. 1 tablespoon of NutriBurst is the equivalent of eating 10 salads. Now, I like salad, and I like to eat, but I'm not eating 10 salads. But you're missing all those vitamins and nutrients. It's all kinds of stuff packed in there. I never try to say it out loud because for some reason I got a mental block, but it's a whole bunch of stuff in there. If anybody has time, they can type it in the comments. 72 minerals and herbs and phytonutrients and all that good stuff. All I know is when I take a capful, I just ate 10 salads and I feel amazing. Okay? Now let me tell you what the third product is in this 30-30. Baby, this right here is a game changer. This is NRG, okay? So now you've detoxed your body, right, with the ISO-T. This is ISO-T right here, y'all. Need a sip. Okay, so now you detox your body with the ISO-T. You put the NutriBurst in, so now you're feeling good because your body has all the vitamins it needs, and now you need some energy, okay? That's why we call it NRG. If somebody says it real fast, it says energy. Now, I told you all, I'm a mental illness survivor. Okay, I was a person who mental illness came to take me out, but I survived. And I'm here to tell you, if you add NRG to your diet, you will have something on deck that will give you a boost in your mood. It's going to give you mental clarity. It's going to give you energy. Every capsule, and I stress capsule because I was a pharmaceutical rep, there's a big difference between pills and capsules. Capsules are easier to swallow, and if push comes to shove, you can open them up and put them into something. But every capsule burns 300 calories. I call it the happy pill. I saw Wanda put the happy pill. It just makes you feel good. It gives you energy. And guess what? Unlike the Red Bull, the Rockstar, and the Monster, no crash and burn. So 30-33, work out 30 minutes a day. I mean, you can do that with your eyes closed. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to spend money. My sister goes every single morning. She works out in the living room because she goes to work early. She can't do that. I like the gym. Somebody else might like to walk. Whatever you want to do, do it. But just do it, okay? You do that for 30 days consecutively because we know by documentation that anything that you do for 21 days becomes a habit. That's documented. I believe if you do it for 30 days, it becomes a lifestyle. Okay, we talk about lifestyle changes. We're not talking about New Year's resolutions and yo-yo diets. Okay, the next thing we want you to do is put those 3 products on deck. Why? Because you're worth it. Now you can get those 3 products in Jason's back office. If someone else invited you tonight, go to the person. Dana, you know we're gonna give you some information. Tracy, Dana on here. Now you're gonna have me and Tracy fighting over who talked to you first, but we'll talk about that later. Tracy, I'm on the line. Don't start. So anyway. See, she done messed me up. So anyway, you can get all 3 of those products in what's called a Get Fit Kit for $149.99. Now, somebody might be saying, come on, girl, that's a lot of money. You know, at one time, that was a lot for me, but you got to keep things in perspective, okay? $149.99 is a $5 a day investment in yourself, okay? You're either going to spend it now or you're going to spend it later in co-pays. You're going to spend it in lost days at work. You're going to spend it when your kids got to stay home from school. I'm sorry, you're going to spend it now or you're going to spend it later. And it's time for you to become proactive with your health and stop waiting to do something after something happens. In that same article I read, it said that if you work out 30 minutes a day, you can eliminate some of those diseases. Okay? And that's $5 a day. Now, here's for the entrepreneur on the line. I'm going to turn it back over to Jason. if you heard me in the beginning, you said, I want to know about them 5 ways you get paid. I know you breezed through it, but that sounds good to me. If you add $35 to your initial order, 35 extra dollars, you too can get a free website. You too can get paid 50% every time you invite a friend to join you in business. You too can be getting paid like Oprah. You can be getting those check matches. And if you work hard enough, you'll become a national director and get an extra $1,500 a month, like my good friend Nikki, who's a global director on the line, and my sponsor, Miss Serena Malloy, national director. They get an extra $1,500 a month just because they are vested in the company. So I'm excited, Jason. I can't begin to tell you. You know, we got personal history. Me and Jason go way back like afros and Cracker Jacks. I knew Jason before he was even a dad. And I think little Jay is what? How old is Jay now?
6.
6 years old. So me and Jay go way back. And I'm super excited about Jason. I want him to tell his testimony in the last couple minutes, because I remember Jason when he could not breathe because he was so overweight. He was over 400 pounds. Am I right, Jay? Close to it. He couldn't breathe. I remember talking to Jason. He used to have to take breaths in between every sentence because he was tired. Here he was, a young dad, a good Christian man, and he was over there dying from obesity. But baby, the Cougars is coming after him now. Jason, tell him your story. I'm going to turn it back over to you. I hope that I gave you something. I may not have given some of you anything, but I certainly took something away from you. I tell you now, you can never, ever, ever say you never had a chance, because this could be your chance, okay? So I want you to share this video, because this is going to be online forever. Share this video with the people who you know, like, and trust. Tell them to go to your website if you're my partner, or tell them to get with my boy Jason, because he is a walking, talking example that 3033 works and people are getting their life back. So Jay, I want to turn it back over to you. You are my guy. You are the go-to guy. I'm so proud of you. I don't know what to say. So I love you so much. And the call, I always say the call because I'm used to being on the phone. The live is yours. Go, Jay. Back to you.
I got to give it back to Dory, man. Like, I knew her for quite some time, and for her to just pour out the way she, oh man, it was fire. And I thank you so much for your time. You're not just a success partner to me, but you family, man. You're like that sister that's, you know, from another mother and dad, but you my sister.
Yeah. Tell your story, Jason. Show some props there.
This is my very long buddy. I want y'all to see this. Now, a little transparency where I'm at. Kids downstairs. Hold on. Sorry about the back noise.
That's okay, Jay. You keep it real here. You do what you do.
Halloween going on, yeah. So this is my old friend. I ain't taking up the whole screen.
Look at that shirt. Y'all should give him some hearts. How much weight have you lost, Jason?
100 pounds. This is a 6X.
100 pounds.
This is a 6X. And I was wearing the tea party that we just had. That was a 1X.
Wow. Jason.
So that's 100 pounds of life given back to me. 100 pounds of life. Because when you 400 pounds, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care pleasingly plumped or none of that. You're not living. You're not living a good life. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't sit a certain kind of way. Because it was uncomfortable, because I couldn't breathe a certain way. I couldn't cross my leg over my leg because it was uncomfortable for me. I couldn't breathe. Like, I couldn't, the simple things that people would have joy doing and just, you know, take for granted, I couldn't do.
Jay, tell me about the time you fit into the booth at the diner. That blew me away.
Man, this is when I started to actually take my health seriously, take my business seriously. I had something that could help you lose weight. And I'm sitting there big, asking people, do you know somebody that can stand and lose 5 pounds in 5 days? Face all out here. So I'm like, you know what? I need to take this thing serious. I pray. I'm like, look, God, you want me to do this thing? I'm going all the way in. And even at that moment, I didn't even go all the way in. Somebody talked to me and said, you got to be a product of the product. All right, so I'm gonna take it seriously. I started using my products consistently. You gotta take it consistently. Why do you think the doctors give you medication at the least a month's supply, and they tell you keep taking it, keep taking it? Well, I started keep taking it. The ISOT, the NutriBurst, and oh baby, the NRG. I go have lunch with my mom, and these boosts. Anybody that had a gut knows about these boosts. They are fat people's enemy in restaurants. we look, get a chair that don't attach, add a chair to the table. I went through that a lot, most of my life. And I went to this booth without even thinking. I sat and I fell into it. I was like, what in the world is going on? And my mom looking at me like, what the heck is wrong with you, boy? I just fell into something that was like a belt size to me.
Wow.
It was like a belt size to me. Going everywhere was uncomfortable for me because I was so big. I couldn't breathe. I had to stop to take breaks, and I wasn't even working a job. Just exhausted from going up the block. So I'm extremely grateful for the people that God placed in my life. Dory has a huge part. Listen, I knew Dory before Total Life Changes. And God had her stay in my life, not for a season, not for a moment, so it could come to this point and see, look, this is a blessing. This is what happens when you decide to link up with people like Dory Ray. You get to link up with people like a Terry Puckett. Yeah, y'all probably don't know that name, but that's the guy that stayed with me even before TLC. And because of that, I'm here right now, and I'm extremely grateful. The way I feel right now, people was talking about, I keep on hearing people say, get your sexy back, get your sexy back. What do you do when you never had sexy? That's how I felt. I'm sitting in the seats, get your sexy back. Oh, they must have been sexy at some point. I never considered myself that. People looked at me like I was Godzilla walking around the street, like I was something foreign. Kids staring at me, pointing at me, like I'm something in the zoo, because I was big like that. When I smiled, my eyes disappeared. Come on, man. Come on, man. And the way I feel physically, I had my NRG this morning, I had my ASOT, and I had my NutriBurst. I had NutriBurst Plus too, but that's a whole nother lie. But listen, I feel amazing, man. And I go to church Sundays, and every time I go in there, they go like, man, it seems like every week something changed about you. TLC, baby.
That's right.
30-33, y'all. It is not a game. And we don't have to impress none of y'all. It's just happening. I'm going to share, though. I'll be selfish not to.
Jay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Let me just jump in, Jay, because I know we promised a half hour. You got me over here all choked up. Yeah, I don't play that. I'm gonna get you later. But we here to talk about 30-33. But let me tell. Oh my God, my friend Bambara just jumped. Hello, Bambara. But let me just close out by saying, go to Jason's website, because we really highlighted 3 products, but we have other products out there. We have a product called Resolution. I mean, you talk about people making New Year's resolutions. I'm talking about making solutions. Our problems bring solutions, okay? Go ask somebody about chaga. Ask somebody about Gano. Ask somebody about Strike and Love. Ask somebody about the IASO oil. Ask somebody about the Slim AM and the Slim PM. I'm talking life-changing products. I'm not making any medical claims. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing in my friends, my business partners, and my customers. Lives are changing because of Total Life Changes. Shout out to Mr. Jack Fallon. Your vision was strong. We appreciate you. And this 30-33 is going to take us to another level. So Jason, I'm going to tell you guys one more time, share this live. Because one good thing about lives, they stay forever. Just share it. Yesterday we did a live with my girl Donna down in Dover, Delaware. are watching. People are looking for a solution. They just don't know how to ask. They just don't know how to ask. We're the same company that bought you lose 5 pounds in 5 days. We took that by storm. Millionaires were created because of this tea. And now there's going to be another wave. But what I'm most excited about is people like me, people like Jason, and many of you on the line are going to make an extra $250 to $500, $1,000 a month. And that in itself is a game changer. I want you to think about what an extra $1,000 a month will bring into your household right now. If you had an extra $1,000 coming in every month, and at some point, if you get this right, you will become financially free because you're going to be making money like Oprah. You're going to be making residual income. So I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Jay, you are the man. You know, we laugh and we joke. My mom used to say, I laugh and joke, but I do not play. I know what you did was not easy. And I want to shout out Michael Sanders because I watched that brother. He was your accountability partner. He walked with you every single day. He never missed a day. He walked with you every day. I got to shout out Mike Sanders because Mike was there. It's nothing like having an accountability partner who sticks with you all the way to the end. And now you're building an incredible team. You got people on your team like Mike Reed. Mike Reed left my house today. He almost ran me over with his car trying to get to Nikki's house. I said, yo, Mike, don't run me over, yo. He remembers. But I'm telling you, because of your consistency, I'm so proud of you. And we're about to take this thing to a whole nother level. So I promised you all that we wouldn't be with you long. We're excited. If you can't tell, then you will sleep through the whole live. But we are excited. And we're going to be back tomorrow with Michelle Villafane. Michelle, I hope I said it right. I practiced so hard. She is just phenomenal. So I'll be coming to you tomorrow. We're going to be talking to her friends tomorrow. Then somebody the next day. We are determined to get this message out because you deserve to hear it. So share this on your page. You can hit the share button and you can hit copy link and you can put this right on your page. And Michelle, you can tell your friends and family tomorrow it's going to be about you because Michelle has an incredible story too. You see her before and after pictures. I'm like, who's that lady? Who's that lady? I'm like, who's that lady? Because Michelle is doing it, baby. So I can sing all night, but I'm going to say good night. I'm going to thank you all for joining us and see you tomorrow. And get those 30 minutes in. Take those 3 products. Invest $5 a day in yourself. If you want to make some money, hey, Calvin Boyce, I see you. If you want to make some money, put an extra $35 on that little baby, the first one. And, baby, you're going to link up with us, and it's off to the races. So, Jay, good night, baby. Talk to you later. Everybody have a great night. Jay, let us go. Let us go.